Hi viewers, a bit of a different video for you today, and not precious metals related, but Mrs. CCT ordered some Christmas tat from Temu, and it reminded me that I wanted to cover this in a video several months ago, but didn't get round to it. It's quite an interesting subject because I'm sure many of you are aware that like the majority of products we buy in our local stores or online are all produced in China anyway, and Temu is basically cutting out the middleman, so you're able to get them cheaper. Now, I'm also sure many of you realise that there is a quality difference with the Chinese products. They make a lot of cheap tat, but equally they can make better products, and I'm sure some of you know that they also make some exceptionally good products, which is very rare, but it depends on the specification they've been provided with. So if they're told to make cheap tat, that's what they will do. Anyway, so I thought I'd do a video on it, and as you can see, these all come from Temu. Mrs. CCT has been very happy with her guide and her cheap Christmas tat. She's also had a dress from them as well, which she's very happy with. I got the trail camera, which was inexpensive, I think 20 something quid, and it has been brilliant. Used it many times, got lots of footage on it, and I'm more than happy with that. There's just, you know, such a vast array of stuff on there. It's like we bought this huge bag of gloves for wearing in the garden, or for doing yard work, whatever you like to call it. And they were just so cheap. You know, they've got rubber coating on the back. Okay, they are, yeah, they are what they are. You know, you can buy the same gloves here, but they'll probably cost you 3 times as much. And literally, you've got a whole bag of them, ever so cheap. Anyway, for those interested in seeing what other products I got for myself and what I thought about them, stay tuned, and I'll be right back. We are now in the CCT workshop wearing a Temu fleece, which actually I got last winter, so I've been very happy with that. Keeps me nice and warm. And the other thing, the Temu shoes, what some of you might call sneakers, I bought these literally to wear in the garden or in the workshop, and I did have to get some better insoles for them because the insoles that come with them were pretty crap. But the insoles also came from Temu, leather and latex, very comfortable, and those shoes were so comfortable for wearing in the garden that I've actually been wearing them for walking. So I bought another pair, which is these. My garden pair are dirtier than these. But like I said, you know, there is also crap products. Like, I bought these, and they are pretty nasty crap. Yeah, they weigh about, I don't know, 10 grams if you're lucky. I should be donating them to a charity because, yeah, they look alright, but they are crap. But these are actually pretty impressive. Anyway, the reason we're in the workshop is a lot of the products that I have purchased are for the workshop. A little pull saw that I bought, which was, I don't know, only a couple of quid I think. I thought let's give it a try, and it certainly doesn't replace my gent saw, but I have used it and I was pretty impressed with it. It's obviously got hardened teeth. It's probably quite good for cutting tree branches and things like that off. But beach handle, a couple of quid. On to another thing that has been actually very impressive. We've actually got about, I don't know, about 10 of these come with this little case, and it's I don't think they're sold as like a detailing brush, but it is extremely soft, and doesn't lose any bristles. I use them to clean the keyboard, and I'm not sure what my wife uses them for, but yeah, they've been very impressive little brushes for dusting down anything, and say they come in that little case as well. Brushes, while we're on brushes, these are extremely fine paint brushes which I use in my work for retouching. Those of you who saw my recent Instagram post will know about that. Normal brushes, which again can be used by anybody. These were a set of wire brushes. You've got a steel, brass, and a I think carbon brush, but I've got a feeling these aren't actually brass, they're just gold plated steel. But I think there was something ridiculous like 59p for all three. And I haven't actually used these ones yet. Actually, I might have used one, I can't remember now, but yeah, for 59p. This is another brilliant little tool. Many of you will not know what this is. I'm going to do this one-handed because I'm holding the camera. But it's a tool with tungsten chips on it. It's for redressing your bench grinder. And let me take you over and show you what it does briefly. So there we have the bench grinder, and you run it, and you run across the grinding wheel to flatten the surface of your wheel where it gets worn down. Anyway, on to the next item, sanding pads. Now I don't know whether any of you use these, but there are like two or three different qualities here in the UK. There's cheap ones which literally the sand, or grit should I say, falls off of them within 5 minutes of use, and I expected the Temu ones to do the same, but they are not. They're as equal quality as kind of the second grade ones you can get here. So been very pleased with them. Get hundreds of these different grades from Temu. The other thing that I've used recently was this little 2-inch sanding disc. Goes in your drill and comes with this little sponge attachment, so you can use it flat, or you can put the sponge on it for doing shaped objects. And I did muller this one because I was using it on the lathe to polish something up. But there's another one in there. There's another one in there. Well, I've actually got two. But yeah, this whole great big pack of all the different grades of sanding, and the tool itself. I think, I can't remember how much it was, like a £5 or something ridiculous. Anyway, the next tool is many of you won't know what this is, but it's a deburring tool, and see if I can show you one-handed what it does. You put that in the end of any kind of pipe, whether it's, and it takes the burr off the inside, it spins round. I can't show you one-handed because I'm holding the camera. But again, it was a couple quid and comes with all those spare blades. I think they're made from hardened steel, you know, high-speed steel or hardened steel, case hardened. But little tool, very good for the money. What else did we get? Some lathe tools. I'll start with this one because, hang on, I'm going to have to put the camera down for this. Right, this is a dial gauge, and have used this only once, but was very impressed with it. It's well, for those of you who use lathes will know what this tool does. It measures run out, as you can see the gauge moving there. Goes in my stand. On to the last item, which some of you might recognise those and others won't. They are radius tips for a lathe tool. Let's see if I can get that out for you. Right, there it is. That's the lathe tool. It goes in the lathe with the spanner and all that lot with all the spare cutters. I can't remember how much it was. I don't know, might have been about £15. It's but to buy the same thing in the UK will cost you double that, and it's almost certainly made by the same factory that these are made with. Haven't actually needed to use this one yet, but it looks equally as good as the one I bought in the UK. Even came in the same box, to be honest. So anyway, so overall, both of us been pretty pleased with everything. Obviously, there is stuff on there that is, going to be crap. But the same with buying from any other store. You'll have the cheap crap, and then you'll have the better quality items. We've used these paintbrushes and have not had any. My wife uses them for cake decorating, actually, so she's had no bristle loss. They've been brilliant, as with the extra fine ones. And I say, I gave one of these to Igor for doing his keyboard as well, and there's something ridiculous like 50p or something. Yeah, so overall, you've just got to be selective. It isn't an easy site to navigate. For example, trying to find this correct cutter, the dimensions I needed, is not easy. At the end of the day, it's a Chinese site, and they don't kind of put the information that you need readily available, and they don't really, on each item there's kind of not a lot of information or specifications about it. You just got to rely on the pictures, as with the dial gauge. Yeah, if you just pay attention and to what you're looking for, we've been pretty happy. I don't know that I'll use this too much for woodwork, but so I have used it for chopping off the odd bit. Anyway, do let me know your thoughts down in the comments, and thanks for watching in my Temu fleece. Bye.